Hello everyone, welcome back to City Skylines, Athena. Now, in this episode, I want to focus on getting some farming industry taken care of because that is something that we've unlocked now. And the best thing about, these rural areas is that that's pretty much what those towns are based on, is having those types of industries and having those big farms and that big farmland that's out there. So we're really just going to kind of jump into this. So at the end of the last episode, we kind of finished up a little bit on our tiny town that we have here. Now, I did go through and I added in a bunch of trees and everything in between the buildings just to kind of fill it in a little bit and to give it that feel of, a very well established town, so that way it looks like it's been here for a while and it's really filled in, So anyway, so today let's go ahead and focus in now on, we have these farming areas that are over here and available to us. So what I want to do is, it actually looks like that my map theme has turned itself off, but that's all right. That's okay. We're not going to worry too much about that. So let's go in and we want to do a couple of things here with this. First and foremost that we need to do is we need to establish a district over this. So in the districts tab, we now have our regular district, we have a park district, and now we have our industries districts. Now these are separate from the other industry districts that are available. So we've got, these industry districts are just like the park districts, to where you can have this district. Let's see, this is going to be called the Autumn Industrial Estate, which I'm okay with that. But these are separate than the industry specialization districts that you can do. So these districts are painted with these districts here. So a couple things that we want to do first is let's go ahead and actually let's make this a district in itself. And this isn't really going to be necessarily a district, but it's going to be a town. So instead of this being a district, we're not looking at it as a district, we're looking at it as a town. So let's see, looking at that, it's called Crest District. I think we're going to call it Crest Town. Let's call it Crest Town instead of Crest District. And then in this town, what kind of policy do we want to have here? I don't think we really need to have any policies in here yet. No use for policies at this point in time. So let's go into our Autumn Industrial Estate. So in here, I want to have a couple different access points. So we're going to have the main road that comes in. Let's go ahead and pause the game. Let's have our main road, which is going to end up being an avenue. Same thing that we kind of did over at the beginning of the town that's over here. But this is going to be more of a direct line. And we're going to have this go, let's see, we'll go page up. And let's have it, let's see, we have farmland here and here. So I think if we go here, we go 660 and 660, it should be pretty even. Let's go out 10, and then 12, go down. Same thing that we did over here on the other side. Now this is, let's see, 10, 11, 12, page down, okay. And then now that we have these industrial roads available to us, this is really what I want to use right now. So let's go 12 and down. Same thing as I did before. I think 330 is going to end up being the magic number there. Okay, which is fine. Go down. 330. It's a little bit sharper. Just a little bit sharper. But that's all right. I'm okay with that. So we'll get that in here. Go. Yeah, that might be a little... Yeah, it's a little off, but that's alright. Let's get that up. That'll go down. That goes up. And that goes down. Okay. Very easy, very simple. Now, obviously, once we get into, you know, a downtown area, this is not going to work. The traffic is going to be way too high. All right, so we have the main avenue coming in, and actually, let's back that up just to, back that up to there, actually. So we've got the main avenue coming in, and then I'll have a road that goes off that way and a road that comes off this way. So we have this entire thing encompassed in. Now, we need to have a main building. So in the farming area, we have our main farming building. Now, I could put it here, but I think the best thing what I want to do is let's take this road and go in this way. Right? Yeah. And then we'll have our main building face... Well, we'll have the main building, let's say, face here. Okay. So by placing this down, that gives us the access to small grain silos, animal pastures, crop fields, and small fruit fields. Ooh, okay. So I actually want this road, instead of it being an industrial road, no, wait. That road will be an industrial road. Okay. I'm sitting here, like, trying to think, you know, and get it planned out in my head, but then, like, I plan on something and then it ends up being different. I don't know exactly how far apart these need to be, so let's look at this. So I want crop fields to be here, and it looks like crop fields are 8 squares. So if they're 8, let's see, 2... Alright, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's try that. That's that's absolutely perfect. I love it. It's exactly what I want. So I want to have 2 there. Let's go a little bit further. Let's see, go back to here. Alright, so that gives me 5 fields. Now, this automatically places down just a variety of different things, right? But we can go in here and we can actually change these up. So I want to change that to a wheat field, and I actually want all of these to be wheat fields. Greenhouses are nice if you're using like a, you know, a winter map, but doesn't really work out for what we're doing here. Alright, so if we have wheat fields coming on down this way, see, I've got $240,000. And then let's have this one come in. Actually, no, that's 8. So I want this to go another one there. And then I want to have this come out more. I'll go with this and 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Should be out to there. Okay. So if I do that, then I should be able to fill this in completely with fields. And that's going to be... Oh, let's see, it's 4,000 per field. That's going to be a good chunk of money. But it's going to look very, very nice when it's completely filled in. Look at that. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. This is something that I was trying to accomplish really in my last series. And even the series before that, you know, was adding in these fields in here to have it look like a really nice farm, you know. So this is very, very nice. I really like this. Now, what I do want to keep in mind too is, you know, we have to have storage for these as well, and therein lies our grain silos. Now, keeping that in mind, we need to be able to have, with the grain silos, you know, trucks are going to be driving up to them constantly. So what I want to do is I want to create a small little one-way road network. I'm trying to remember, how big are these? There are only 2. So if we want to create this, and if we want it to be really small, yeah, so I want it to be just like that. Okay. So this will allow the trucks to, once they harvest their stuff, they will come into here and they will drop off their goods to the grain silos. Now, what I want to make sure of, though, is with these grain silos, I want to make sure it's... I don't know if there's a way to turn off imports or not, because that's the last thing that I want to do. I do not want to have any imports coming in here and costing us money. Let's see, it can be imported at cost and can be exported. So storage mode. Let's see. What does empty do? Okay, so here we go. Here's the differences. So balanced, aim to keep the storage half full and half empty. Aim to full by acquiring the resource, and then aim to empty the storage by selling the resource. All right. So I think I want to put all of these on empty instead of balanced. Let's just kind of see what that does for us. The other thing that we need to do, and I need to make sure of this, is we have water being pumped into all of this. Okay. And then lastly, even though this is hooked up directly to the highway, we are still going to have this hook up to our neighborhood right through here. And I think that... Let's see, let's have, instead of, let's just do a regular road. And I'll do a regular road that goes to, say, there. And then our industrial road will then go to link up with it there like that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then we are going to need electricity out here. So let's go to the power lines that we have available to us. And we'll hook it up just like that. Perfect. Okay, so this will start working. Currently, right now, we're at $167,000, and we're only making $215 currently. So we kind of have to wait for this to kind of kick in a little bit. When we click on this, we'll look at the industry area info, and let's see, we aren't importing anything right now, which is good because we don't need to. Getting up to our levels, so each of these can level up, and every time we level up, it unlocks new stuff for us to do. So right now, we are currently just producing crops. We need to get up to, what is that, 100 or 500 workers, or 500 resources produced. And then we need to get up to 350 workers in order to unlock to the next level. So these are currently, all of that is working now. That's great. And as you can see, everything is immediately coming to the silos, which is exactly what we want to happen. Everything needs to be produced, it needs to get unloaded and placed into these silos. From here, the silos will then empty and everything will be moved out into the world and it'll be exported. Now, a couple things that we can do with this, since, well, I don't have a demand for industry anymore, that's for sure. I used to, but I don't now. But now we do have a demand for residential and commercial. So instead of expanding on this town here, what I want to do is I want to create another town. I want to have another town that's going to be over here. So I was thinking about doing one over there, but I think I'll do one over here by the water first. Yeah, we'll do that first. We'll create another town over here by the water. So it'll just be another main road that comes down. And actually, I think I'm just going to have this main road be the main road when it comes into this town over here. So I'll have a road that goes that way and a road that goes this way. This will be our main road for the town. Have another road go that way. And then we'll upgrade this to a 4-lane road. So that'll be our main drag. Let's go back to a 2-lane road. And I'll create, let's do that to there. Let's have the water come through here. And then I'll just hook it up through there as well. Kind of make it a little grid-like here with the pipes as well here. That all filled in. Okay. Alright, so we'll start up our second little town over here. We'll start that by putting in commercial along the main road here, just like we did on the other town. Let's go ahead and add, we'll do commercial through there and commercial all the way down here. Actually, I'm going to take the commercial off of that part, and then I'll add a couple of houses onto there. And then we'll fill this area in with housing back here. Kind of keep these a little bit closer together, just because we are near the water, and people tend to, you know, kind of live near the water a little bit. Go with something like that. And then I really want to make sure that we get this town and kind of build it out this way into the water area. So let's kind of map this out a little bit with our roads. Let's take a road straight down to here. That one will connect up to there. And then I want that road to go there, angle there. And actually I think we'll have that road, we'll just completely, yeah, we'll do that with it. That I'm good with. I'm really happy with that. Oh, let's see. I do need to get power out there, so why don't we... Let's see. Let's take a look at the power grid real fast. Alright, so I've got power coming into here. I'm fine with that. And then I'll have power lines come down this main road and go into there. And to kind of keep it in line with how we've got things, we'll have power go to there. And then to make things look kind of neat, ooh, looks like we had a little forest fire over there. To make things look kind of neat and interesting, I think what I want to do is, I'm going to do something like this, to where we've got, so we have a power plant here, and I want to create what looks like a power plant. You know, whenever you're driving around and you see these power plants that are out there, you know, you've got all of these large, you know, things that they're holding the power, and you know, you don't see anything like that in here. So you kind of go through and you can kind of create your own by setting something up like this. Go through and we'll do something like this. And then we'll connect that up. Connect all this up. It's a little bit of a waste of money, but you know, once you're done with it, I'll show you once I'm done here. You'll kind of see the aesthetics of it and what it looks like. So here you've got this power plant, and then you've got this, basically this network of power poles kind of hooked up to it and everything, right? I don't know. I just kind of think it looks a little neat, a little interesting. And then what we can actually do is we can go into, well, let's go into find it real quick, and let's find a fence. And I should be able to find not a park fence, but an oil industry fence. That's very interesting. Can that come in here or no? And not really having any luck putting a fence in here. Let's turn all of that off. Ooh, that's actually perfect. So then we'll go, the fence will come down to there, and then over to there, and then down to there like that. There we go. That way it's completely fenced in. Take a look at that. There we go. Very nice. I like that. I'm really wanting to get into, you know, the aesthetics of this game and everything, and seeing how, crap, that's bad. and seeing how, you know, a lot of this looks up close, and, you know, kind of getting that really good city feel to it. All right, let's get back to this. So I want to make sure that there is a road that goes along this shoreline here. So let's have, even though we are in a tiny town, you know, you still want to have, I'm not on freeform, I need to be on freeform. You know, even with tiny towns, you still have areas that are very nice and very lush and, you know, have a little bit of money to them. All right, so we'll keep that there. Let's hook up this road, and we'll go there with it. And I think we'll just have this one hook up to there. Okay. And then let's fill in between here. We'll go there. Let's turn guidelines and stuff back on. Let's have that go to... Wow, that's not lining up very well. There we go. Have that go to there and to there. Let's get the piping in here. So we'll go there, have that come down, and one more there. That can hook up to there. This is actually filling in very, very nicely. Filling in a lot better than what I thought it was going to. All right. And then I think I actually want to have, let's upgrade. Oh, hey, we're at a level 2 already for farming. Nice. Gives us a flour mill, bakery, farm worker barracks, cattle ranch, small barn. Wow. I'm going to upgrade this road here to a 4-lane road. And then I've got a couple of houses there already. But I want to get a little bit of commercial in here. Add in some commercial there like that. And then we'll add in a road that goes this way. That'll dead end back there. That'll go to there. That can go to there. And actually, I think we'll leave it just like that. And then all of this will need to be filled in with residential. So let me do that, and I'll be back in just a minute. All right, so what I've done is, gone through and filled all of this in. I put a little bit of a higher concentration of housing back here, just because it's along the inlet here, the bay, I should say. Not an inlet, it's a bay. So anyway, so I put a little bit more of a concentration there as compared to the other areas, just to because more people would like to live by the water than away from the water. So that's what I did. Now, I do want to create a district around this as well. So let's go ahead and let's fill this in with a district. And then I left the center completely open because there's a couple things that I want to do with that. So we will call this Pleasant Heights. I'm okay with that name. Now, I think it was this area here. Yeah, this area right here I've left open. Because what I want to get in there is I want to add an elementary school into here. And then I want to go ahead and add a high school into here as well. Just to get some of that education up. We need to have a little bit of education here in the town. Now, in Cresttown, I think I'm going to be okay with just an elementary school. So that way we can get some basic education in here. Let's go ahead and why don't we put the elementary school in let's go right here, kind of in the center of the town a little bit. All right, so now that we have that stuff placed, this will go ahead and continue to grow, which we'll have to kind of wait for that growth to happen now, because we've placed down a few more houses than what we really wanted, or needed, I should say. Now, this over here, as you can see, just by having the grain and everything, just by having the crops, that is boosting our money big time right now. So we're making $460 profit, which is adding into our weekly profit down here. We're making $2,200 a week at the current time. And I think, this is, our farming industry is working out really, really well. Now, I do apologize for the couple cuts that I had to make in the video. My dog decided to go after his dog dish, and I had to go and take it away from him. It was empty, and he likes to chew it up for some unknown reason. So anyway, I really, really hate that this stuff is on fire out here. Do I not have any fire coverage? I have fire coverage in here. Let's go ahead and place a fire station here. And then we will also place a fire station there. And we're also going to need a police station out here as well for Pleasant Heights. So we have a police station for Pleasant Heights, fire station for Pleasant Heights, police and fire for Cresttown. Now, Pleasant Heights is a little bit smaller, which, that's okay. That's really no big deal. I think we will go ahead and connect this up. I'm going to demolish a house, but that's all right. But we will go ahead and connect those up. And then I'm going to do... Once this gets filled in, we'll do the same thing over here as what we did over here and get some mature trees put in there. Now, I do want to look at the farming that we've got going on over here. And let's take a look into the animal crops that we have available to us. So we have, let's see, a small barn. A barn building is used to store the farming industry's raw materials. Crops, storage building... Or crops. Okay, storage building can be placed outside of the industry area. Okay, very nice, very good. Looks like we're having a bit of an issue with electricity currently. So I just want to take this other coal plant and place it over here. Let's just have a road that comes out this way. And then we'll just place that there. Those two side by side. Okay. Now, we have the grain coming in, or the crops coming in over here. I keep wanting to say grain, but it's actually crops, but whatever. Same difference. Okay, we're Boomtown now. Great. Absolutely great. You know what? I think we're going to leave it there. We've got a good amount of crops coming in here. We're getting a little bit backed up once these things are available, and for them to drop off their payloads. But I mean, we're not doing too bad. We are pretty full on one of them, and we're getting full on another one as well. So I think the next episode we'll go in and we'll focus in on getting some different types of farm plots in here, because we have available to us animal pastures. We have fruit fields as well. Now, fruit fields I think are still going to produce crops, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does produce crops, but the animal pasture will produce animal products for us, and those are going to use crops in order to do that. And let's see, processing building needs to be placed inside industrial area. So I'm kind of glad that does kind of tell us what needs to be and what doesn't need to be placed in the area in order for us to process everything that we're going to need. So we'll focus more on getting some animal pastures into the next episode. I'm like losing my train of thought now. I can tell that I've been doing this for a little too long now today. But we've got this building up, we've got that building up. I am going to need a few more commercial buildings down throughout here, just to kind of build that up a little down through here. I think that'll be good. I think that will work. Okay. So yeah, we are going to leave it there. So anything that you guys want to know about me is down in the description below. You've got Instagram, you've got Twitter is there, even though I don't really use Twitter that much. If you want to become a patron, you can go ahead and donate on patreon.com/greengemini83 or 83greengemini. It's one of those two. The link is down in the description below. And then you've also got PayPal to where you can donate direct as well. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comment section down below. Mod list is also down below as well. We haven't really used a whole lot of mods yet. We've used Move It, and I think that's pretty much been about it. Haven't had to dive into Traffic Manager President Edition at all yet, or really anything else. So yeah, but that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.